We just touched on the music industry and we touched on rap. Any advice to rappers who would like to set the intention of being a contributor and not a vampire within that system?
For sure, like nothing great goes without planning. You know, fools rush in. The reality is that Gucci Mane needs to go on a cleanse. Like what needs to happen is it happens overnight. There's no, if you're alive right now, you're ticking and moving right now, there's nothing binding except for the mind. And the mind unbinds itself through its actions. So if you get it, because it just clicks, you just come online. This is the message. Basically, if we look at these sleeping statues of Buddha, what you can imagine in the work that it takes to get a yuga from a Kali yuga to the next stage for anybody participating in that process, you want to sleep after that. So thus they got these pictures of Buddha just kind of laying out their sleep. And what that really is it's a part of our consciousness that rests when there's no need for it to be present or to be used. But once it's necessary, it comes online and it already preps a shroud or a vehicle for itself before it comes online, because that's what it's doing in its dream. So let me explain that very clearly. A Childish Gambino body can be inhabited overnight by a great ancestor that had prepared their body for the awareness of his consciousness in the stage that the world is yet to be held. And that it only had planted itself like a seed, making itself infinitesimally small, only being acted upon by certain parts of the environ to grow at a certain stage that would bring it in a bud, which is the Buddha, the budding phase, at the perfect time to where all those powers are actually needed. Because other than that, needed here. Because other than that, which is why a lot of people are actually somewhere else but rapidly returning, other than that, there's absolutely no reason to have that much power here for that long period of time, meaning that that's for a few people to unlock them and get on the mission of using them and unlocking others. Earth as we know it, once it's cleaned up and the connection happens with all the species, when there's not oceans going around not oil going around the ocean, when we've cleaned up all the blackness and shined light upon it, which we can do with our technologies, and which are the internal and external technologies that we've learned, then that is when that is the close of the yuga. That is the close of the cycle. And the interesting thing is that the quantum intelligence mainframe that has been accumulating in our experiences and can be accessed by any being to train to do that is so proficient, it can come with those solutions. And so remember, these Siddhas, we quote unquote paid to figure this out. They killed them. So bringing that back alive, bringing it to where you can cultivate people who have a knack for this. Just like some people play instruments very well, some people really can go through languages and linguistic systems very well. So that means that we're inspiring the growth of our totality. So I trust that makes things a little clearer.